Hello everybody and welcome back to Tree of Tranquility. We are here on the 12th day of fall, which is our art festival. You can see here that it's going to take place in the square starting at 9 a.m. There's a few things you may have noticed are different. The carpet in my house and the wallpaper are different because I actually went ahead and I painted my house. I was really sick and tired of looking at that ugly pink roof, and when you paint the exterior of your house, the interior changes as well, and I actually quite like this. I think that this is really nice. I think it goes really great with all the furniture that we have. It's really pleasing to the eyes. And I also went ahead and I replaced my bed, something to sort of match the color scheme, and I figured that my hardworking farmer was probably sick and tired of sleeping on a straw bed. So all in all, it didn't cost me a lot of money. I think the bed cost about $1,500, and to get my house painted was also another $1,500. And as you can see, I have a ton of money on me currently, so money is not an issue. We should be able to buy some stuff at the festival. The other thing that I've done is I've put some items into my inventory because we are going to make another rainbow today. We have all that we need in order to make Ben's rainbow, so I'm probably going to do that before the festival. So you can see now that the roof of the house is this nice blue color, and it goes perfectly with the color of the animal barn and the coop. So I think that that's really nice, and our sheep has also fully grown, which would have just happened today because it was still a lamb yesterday. Which is wonderful because that means that we can shear it, we can use the wool to make some yarn, and once we do that, we can dye the yarn and have ourselves another rainbow ingredient. So of course, before we do anything else, let's go ahead and water our stuff and pick what we have available. Our eggplants and our yams came in today. We still have some spinach growing. I think that there are some pumpkins coming in, and I also planted another row of flowers. I took the sickle out of my bag because I was doing some mining yesterday, so I'm not going to bother fixing the weeds at the moment, but I will get around to that. Usually I've been trying to make it a habit to just keep it in my inventory if I'm able to do so, because it seems like there's a guarantee that you'll have at least one or two weeds that have sort of popped up overnight. Go ahead and take the egg from the chicken. I'll turn that into some mayo. We'll ship everything here before I forget to put it all in the bin. Making sure, of course, not to ship anything that we need for the rainbow by accident. With all of that taken care of, we can now go and see about making our rainbow. And if you don't remember, Ben's rainbow is at the Maple Lake district. So his tree is the tree that's near Toby's house. You can see lots of villagers coming into town for the festival, which is fantastic. Maybe it'll be a little bit more lively now that we've unlocked some characters. And of course, just a little bit of a recap. When you go to make a rainbow, do remember that you need all of the ingredients for the rainbow in your inventory, and you also need the watering can. If I can water it, there we go. So let's summon Ben here, and we'll get him to make our rainbow. You collected all the ingredients, just leave the rest up to me. And just like Darren, he's gonna do his little dance. Using all our ingredients, each one of the colors of the rainbow. beautiful. Ta-da! This wonderful magical rainbow bridge is complete. Now you can walk across it. It'll take you to where the mother tree used to be. Oh, well that will be interesting to see. But something's not right. Oh no. Sorry, I forgot something important. You need a badge. May I please have a badge? I would very much like to have that, please. Yes, absolutely. A badge is proof that you're a friend of the Harvest Sprites. When the rainbow sees you have it, it'll let you walk across it. What, is the rainbow alive? Like a human being? That's creepy. But of course, you know, couldn't make it too easy on us. It appears that Ben does not have his badge. What? It's gone! The badge is gone! It's gone! It's gone! The badge is gone! What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? What are you gonna do? It's your badge. I wasn't the one who lost it. Well, alright. Let's talk to him again. He might be able to shed some light on the situation here and give us a bit more information. Because right now, that rainbow is completely useless. Do you remember something? It must have been that one time. And we'll get a little cutscene here of Ben playing near our property, actually. That's very close to the Caramel River. And he falls in the water, and I guess the badge got swept out to the sea, somewhere around the Gull Islands. We'll never get it. Everything is ruined. You're very pessimistic about this whole situation. So there is some good news and some bad news. The good news is that we have already made it to the first half of the Gull Islands, and that is where Colin's Rainbow is. The bad news is that the badge is at the second part of the Gull Islands, which we actually need to complete Colin's Rainbow to get to. Let's not worry about that right now. There's nothing we can do about it at the moment. So let's instead go to our festival and we can hopefully enjoy ourselves. You can see that Luke's heading to the festival. I can see Anessa heading this way. I think I saw Owen and Bo earlier. I saw Dr. Jin leave his house. It's looking hopeful that there might be a few people here. So it's already started, so we're not going to get any sort of introduction from Hamilton. I didn't mean to talk to Luke again, I meant to talk to Hamilton. But he is here. And we can talk to a few of the villagers about the festival. It's the art festival, so I'm kind of curious to see what people are selling. So Myra is selling accessories. I can see why that's artsy. That's something that you made yourself. And it's really cool with these accessories is that you don't need to bring anything to make them. Normally, if you were to make accessories at Myra's shop, you would need to bring an ore or a stone or something like that. And then you would have to pay to get the item made, whereas here, you can just pay for these items flat out. So I think that that's kind of cool. Mind you, I don't know how useful these are. I honestly don't remember off the top of my head if these are something that you wear or if these are something that you give away. I guess just for fun, if we wanted to test that out, we could just buy something cheap. I have a ton of money, so why not? Let's buy the toy brooch. And as you can see, it's going to get sent to our wardrobe. So that solves that mystery. It looks like these are all things that you actually wear. So if there's anything that looks interesting to you that you can see around your character's finger or on their clothes or around their neck or something, you know, that you think would look cool, then Myra's selling a couple things. And they're all unique items, so once you buy them, you have them forever. Moving on to Beau's stall here. What does Beau have for sale? He has some unique looking furniture. So he's got a unique clock, some different colored sofas and chairs. I don't think you can normally get sofas and chairs in white and red. A stove, a couple of stools, some chairs. This is a unique colored phone. So basically this is just furniture that you can buy, but just in different colors that you normally wouldn't be able to get. I think it's funny that he's selling furniture, but the stuff around him is paintings. And again, he looks like he has a big painting of the cow picture that's in Hamilton's house. And I'm really digging the piggy bank photo there. And then lastly, I think Owen is selling some stuff if we want to talk to him. And I think Owen is selling the same stuff. He is also, like Beau, selling some furniture. Now, what's kind of cool about Owen's store is that you can buy larger fridges. You can buy a large fridge if you want from him, which is great because you can store a lot of different food items. And again, these are all unique colors of furniture items that you can buy from various stores. So if you have a theme where you want to have dark earthy colors like some dark greens or some browns or something like that, then you know you can buy these. If you want to go really wacky and crazy and buy yourself a bright orange fridge, then you can go ahead and do that. And keep in mind too that because these items are unique, even if you are not sure you'll use them but you have the money, you can always buy them because you'll always have them, and then you don't have to worry about waiting until the next year to buy these if, you know, you kind of thought, oh darn, I really should have bought that, I want to change the interior of my house or whatever. But as for me, I'm not terribly interested in anything that they have to sell. But it is just kind of interesting to note that all the stuff they're selling is unique and it's all buy one time only. So you can just come in here and clear out everything if you had enough money to do so. But I also think it's cool that there are a couple more people at this festival. We have a few more vendors. There was quite a few people coming and going into town. So yeah, I think this is probably one of the liveliest festivals that we've seen so far, and I think it also definitely has had the most vendors out of any store that we've been able to see so far. The one thing I didn't see at that festival was anybody to talk to for a mini game. Maybe later on if I would have stayed around. I was also kind of surprised that we didn't see Shelly or Luna or Candace there selling some unique clothing, because sewing clothing is an art too. But anyways, as you can see, based on the interior of my house, I don't think an orange fridge or a dark brown couch or a red chair or anything like that would go with what I have now. It would kind of clash. So I'm not going to beat myself up too much about missing out on those items. I think I'm pretty happy with what we have now. And the last thing I'm going to do with this video is I'm just going to just sort of show an example of how to get the red wool yarn that we're going to need for one of our rainbow ingredients. In order to make wool, first you will need a grown sheep. You can buy the shears from Hannah. Once your sheep has a full coat of wool, you can shear it using the shears. And you also have to have the yarn maker that you can buy from Simon. So you would just take your wool and you would put it into the yarn maker. You just put it in your hands, put it into the machine. It'll pop out. We can then take the yarn and put it into the dyeing pot, which is at the bottom of the screen here. So you put the wool in, and then it will cycle through items you have in your inventory that you can use to dye the yarn with. So you can see here that I have a red and a green herb in my inventory, so I can either dye it green or red. If I had a red flower, like that Cosmos flower that we saved, we could also use flowers. So we need a piece of red wool. And just like that, you have a red wool yarn. So I think I'll maybe just go ahead and let my animals in just before I forget, because I don't really think I have much else I want to do in this video. And I don't want to forget to let them in. So just like that, we have ourselves another rainbow ingredient, but dyeing wool and making wool into yarn really increases the profit of it. So once you have the yarn maker, I wouldn't even bother just shipping wool on its own. I would definitely recommend turning it into yarn. And if you have the option to dye it, if you have some herbs or some flowers in your inventory and you can dye it, then I would definitely recommend that. I do believe it's blue yarn that sells for the highest amount of money, and so you can really increase your profits by a lot by just doing a few simple things in order to increase its value. The yarn maker may not seem worth it at first because it's quite expensive, but it will definitely pay off in the long run. So I'm going to slap that ball of yarn into my storage here, and we should soon be able to make Colin's rainbow if we can't already. I'll have to look at my notes. And from here, I'll probably just play another couple of days. We will have someone moving in on the 15th. And so I should have an update for you guys in the next couple of days. Hopefully something interesting. And I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Hopefully I will see you next time.